My name is Bricia Lopez. I am the co-owner of Guelaguetza restaurant, and we have been open for 25 years here in Koreatown. Every time I walk into a restaurant in LA and I see the kids of the owners working there, it reminds me so much of my life and my childhood, and I think of what's going to happen in the next generation. Gilberto's father and my father go way back. I remember his father sitting with my father and talking shop for hours and hours. You know, his restaurant, I would say, is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in LA.
Today's not gonna be that easy. Before you have the torta, we're gonna have to make the bread, we're gonna have to make the cochinita.
You're gonna make me work? You're gonna make me work on my food today?
I'm gonna make you wear an apron today.
All right, let's do it.
We're set up to make some pan francés, you know, the Yucatan style bread that we use for cochinita.
Your dad and my dad are
the dads.
They're like almost like they were always like besties, right? They got along very well.
They still are. They like meet up in Oaxaca, they meet up in Yucatan.
What did you want to do when you were younger? I know you didn't want to take over the restaurant.
When we opened the restaurant, I was like, I'll be front of the house, you know? Yeah. I don't want to be in the kitchen. But you know, slowly I started appreciating it, and then I started doing it, and then I started loving it. And you know, a few years into it, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And until one day, we were there celebrating my birthday, and the gifts were going around, and my dad got me this big thing, and I'm like, what the hell is that? It's kind of squishy, and it's big. And I opened it up, and it was a knife roll. And I looked at my dad, and I'm like, you know, what's this? And he's like, you know what? If you're gonna do it right. And yeah, that's when it was I like decided, okay, this is something that I want to do. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I learned so much from my dad. You know, the basics of Yucatan cuisine. This one's for you. And this one's for me. Cochinita, cheers. I like what you did there. You're giving it another LA twist. You're doing like a French dip. You're doing a pork dip.
I mean,
concept idea.
Well, maybe that's the way you change it next time. You add a little bit of that juice next to it, so people can dip it inside.
My dad will have a heart attack.
So you have two locations here inside the Mercado.
Yeah, so here in the Mercado, we've got Chichen Itza that we opened 18 years ago. And then a little over 2 years ago, I opened up Holbox, which is a kind of an ode to the regional coastal Mexican cuisines.
When did you start bottling your own sauce?
We've been bottling it for about 12 years. This was my dad's idea. I think my only contribution to this is the outstanding graphic design of the label. I think LA grew into being a city that appreciates the nuances of regional Mexican cooking. And there we were with one of the only regional Yucatan restaurants. So that really helped with business. And then food writers, food critics, of course, you know, Jonathan Gold. Yeah. He's one of the first ones to write about us and to kind of recognize what we were doing here. And it slowly started, and you know, it grew, and here we are now.
At the end of the day, it is that immigrant tenacity and resilience. It is those immigrant stories. It is what feeds Los Angeles' soul, spirit, hearts, and ultimately our bellies.